Hi students, good morning everyone. So in today's class we are going to do a problem related to partial and multiple correlation coefficients. So in the previous class also we have solved a problem related to this. But in the previous problem already the correlation coefficients R1, R12, R13 and R23 values were already specified in the question. But coming to today's problem, a trivariate data will be given. That is, only the x1, x2 and x3 values will be given. So from that given data, first we will be calculating the R12, R13 and R23, that is the correlation coefficients. Then after finding those values, we will be substituting it in the required partial and multiple correlation formulas. So coming to the question is to compute the partial and multiple correlation coefficients to the given data. So here the trivariate data is given. That means there are three variables, that are x1, x2 and x3. So different values for x1, x2 and x3 are given. I'll check how many values are there. Total 6 values. So for all the three variables there are 6 values. So first write down given n equals to 6. Given n equals to 6. So first what we have to calculate? The correlation coefficient. So first write down the correlation coefficients are So first you will write the formulas for all the three correlation coefficients. So you will be finding the Carl-Pearson correlation coefficients formula. So first the correlation between x1 and x2. So that is between x1 and x2 it is denoted with R12. Generally how you will write R of x comma y. Similarly like that R of x1 comma x2 it is given as R12. So what is the formula? Covariance of x comma y. So here the covariance for what are the variables we are using? x1 comma x2. Covariance of x1 comma x2 divided by sigma x1 into sigma x2. So here what is the covariance of x1 comma x2? So generally covariance formula is 1 by n summation xi yi. Here we have x1 x2. So 1 by n summation over I, you will be writing x1 into x2 minus x1 bar into x2 bar. So here we took summation over I. So here we have to mention x1i and x2i. Since the summation is ranging from I to n, 1 to n, you have to specify here x1i and x2i. So next after that, what is x1 bar? Here x1 bar equals to 1 by n. There will be total 6 terms. 1 by n summation over I x1 for the x1 variable. It is ranging from I. So you will write x1i. Similarly, write down the x2 bar. What is x2 bar? Mean of the second variable, that is 1 by n summation over I x2i. Now write down the formulas for sigma x1 and sigma x2. Sigma x1 is the standard deviation for the first variable. So under root 1 by n summation over I for first variable you will write x1i square minus x1 bar square. So this is sigma x1 formula. Similarly sigma x2 is given as square root of 1 by n summation over I x2i minus x2 bar square. x2i square minus x2 bar square. So this is the formula for R12. That is a correlation between x1 and x2. Similarly, you have to find R13. What is R13? Covariance of x1 comma x3 divided by sigma x1 into sigma x2. So what is covariance of x1 comma x3? It is given as same formula 1 by n summation over I x1i into x3i minus, you will be writing x1 bar into, you are considering x3 variable, so you will write x3 bar. Similarly, what is here we want, already we have written the formula for x1 bar. Now writing formula for x3 bar equals to 1 by n summation over I x3i. So this is x3 bar formula. We have written already sigma x1 formula. Write down sigma x3 equals to square root of 1 by n summation over I. We are considering third variable, so x3i square minus x3 bar. So this is the correlation coefficient for R13. Similarly, write down for the R23 also. So R23 means covariance of x2 comma x3 divided by sigma x2 into sigma x3. So we have written already formulas for sigma x2 and sigma x3. So write down the formula for covariance of x2 comma x3 equals to 1 by n summation over I x2i into x3i minus x2 bar into x3 bar. So these are the required formulas for finding only the correlation coefficients. So after finding R12, R13 and R23, we have to follow the same procedure what we have done in the previous problems. Now we want all the required summation values. So for that, create a box. So space is not sufficient, I am rubbing this. So similar formulas what I have written for R12, it will be applicable for the R13 and R23 also. So write down the box, create a box. So first three values, that is x1, x2 and x3 are as it is. So write down x1, x2, next is x3. So these x1, x2, x3s are as it is. Next you have to write the values for, if you observe, you want the combination of the products and the squares of the products also. So first I am writing the squares. So that is first x1i square, second is x2i square, next x3i square. So after the square terms, for the covariance you want the product of two variables. So first I am writing x1i into x2i, next x1i into x3i, and the last column is x2i into x3i. So these are all the required columns for finding the covariance sigma x and sigma covariances and sigma 1, sigma 2, sigma 3. So write down all the x1 values. What are the x1 values? 3, 5, 6, 8, 12 and last 14. Similarly x2 values 16, 10, 7, 4, 3 and 2. And the last x3 values are 90, 72, 54, 42, 30 and 12. So these are all the given values, that is x1, x2 and x3 values. So here I will be writing all the summation values. Next is we are finding the squares for this. So first x1 square, that is first 3 square 9, 5 square 25, 6 square 36, 8 square 64, 12 square 114, next 14 square 196. So similarly x2 squares also you have to find the x2 squares. So what is x2 square? First is 16 square is 256. Next 10 square 100. 7 square 49. 4 square 16. 3 square 9. 2 square is 4. Next similarly 90 square is 810. Next 72 square it is 5184. Next 54 square is 2916. Next 42 square is 1764. Next 30 square is 900. Next 30 square is 900. Next 12 square is 144. Next you have to find products, that is x1 into x2 first. So 3 into 16, 48. Next 5 into 10, 50. 6 into 7, 42. 8 into 4, 32. 12 into 3, 36. 14 into 2, 28. Now x1 into x3, that is 90 into 3, 9 3s are 27, so 270. Next 72 into 5, 360. Next 54 into 6, 324. So you all keep doing problem along with me. So 42 into 8, 336. Next 30 into 12, 360. 14 into 12, 168. Now next we have to find the product of x2 and x3. So x2 the first value is 16 into, next the first value is 90. 16 into 90 is 1440. Similarly 5 into 72 it is 360. X2 into x3. Into 90, 270. 16 into 90, right? x2 into x3, 16 into 90. It is 1440. This first one was right. Next 10 into 72, 720. 7 into 54, it is 378. 4 into 42, 168. 3 into 30, 90. 12 into 2, 24. So these are the required values. Now do the summations for all the columns. Right from x1 to the last column, x2 into x3, you will get all the summation values. So the summation values are summation of x1i is 48, summation of x2i is 42, summation of x3i is 300. Similarly, next summation x1i square is 474, x2i square summation is 434, x3i square summation is 19008, x1 x2 summation is 236, x1 x3 summation is 1818, and x2 x3 summation is 2820. Now we will be finding the covariances sigma x, sigma y, sigma 1, sigma 2, sigma 3, and the R12, R13 and R23 values. So first I will be finding the mean values, that is x1 bar, x2 bar and x3 bar. So coming to x1 bar equals to total how many values? 6 values. So 1 by 6 into what is x1I summation? 48. So 48 divided by 6, we will be getting the x1 bar. So 6 ones are 6 8s are x1 bar value is 48. Sorry, x1 bar value is 8. Similarly, find out the x2 bar value also. x2 bar equals to 1 by 6 into summation of x2I is 42. So 6 ones are 6 sevens are. So x2 bar equals to 7. Now similarly find out x3 bar. x3 bar equals to 1 by 6 into what is the summation of x3? 300. So 6 ones are 6 fives are. So 50 is the x3 bar value. Next I will be finding the covariance terms. So first covariance of x1 comma x2. x1 comma x2 means 1 by n summation over I x1I x2I minus x1 bar into x2 bar. So that is equals to 1 by n means 1 by 6 summation x1 x2. So x1 x2 is the summation is 236. 236 minus x1 bar is 8 into x2 bar is 7. Now solve this one. 236 divided by 6 minus of 8 into 7. So you will be getting the covariance of the x1 and x2 as minus 16 point. Covariance of x1 comma x2 as minus 16.667. Now similarly find out the covariance of x1 comma x3. So x1 comma x3 means 1 by n summation over I x1I x3I minus x1 bar x3 bar. So what is the value? 1 by 6 into x1 and x3. So summation value is 1818 minus x1 bar is 8 into x3 bar is 50. So find out the value 1818 divided by 6 minus of 8 into 50. You will be getting the answer for covariance of x1 comma x3 as minus 97. So covariance of x1 comma x3 is minus 97. Next similarly find out the covariance of next is you have to find x2 and x3. x2 comma x3 equals to 1 by n summation over I x2I into x3I minus x2 bar into x3 bar. So that is equals to 1 by 6 into summation of x2 and x3 is 2820. 2820 minus what is x2 bar value? 7 into x3 bar value is 50. Find out the value, that is 2820 divided by 6 minus of 7 into 50. So you will be getting the answer as 120. So covariance of x2 comma x3 equals to 120. Now find out sigma x1, sigma x2 and sigma x3 values. So first sigma x1 equals to square root of 1 by n, that is 1 by 6, summation of x1 square. x1 square summation is 474 minus x bar value is, x1 bar value is 8, so 8 square. So 474 474 divided by 6 minus of 8 square. Square root of that answer, you will be getting the sigma 1 square value as 3.873. So sigma x1 equals to 3.8730. Similarly, you find the sigma x2 value also. What is sigma x2? Square root of 1 by 6 into summation of x2 square value is 434 minus x2 bar is 7, so 7 square. So answer is 434 divided by 6 minus of 7 square. Square root of that answer, you will be getting the sigma x2 square value as 4.8305. Sigma x2 equals to 4.8305. Now similarly, find out the sigma x3 value also. That is sigma x3 equals to square root of 1 by 6 into what is summation x3i square value? 19008. 19008 minus x3 bar is 50, so 50 square. So 19008 divided by 6 minus of 50 square. Square root of that answer, you will be getting the sigma x3 value as 25.8457. So sigma x3 value is 25.8457. So these are the required covariances in sigma x and sigma y values. Now we have to substitute these values in the required R formulas. Now find out the correlation coefficients. So coming to the correlation coefficients. So first R12 value I am finding. R12 equals to covariance of x1 x2 by sigma x1 into sigma x2. So therefore R12 is, what is covariance of x1 comma x2? Minus 16.667 divided by sigma x1 value is 730 into sigma x2 value is 4.8305. Now solve this, we will get R12 value. Similarly, R13 equals to covariance of x1 and x3. So covariance of x1 x3 is minus 97 divided by sigma 1 is 3.8730 into sigma 3 x3 value is 25.8457. Now find out R13 value, calculate R13 value. Similarly, R23 equals to covariance of x2 comma x3, it is 120. So 120 divided by sigma x2 is 4.8305 into sigma x3 is 25.8457. Now solve all the values. So first R12, that is 16.667 divided by 3.8730 into 4.8305. So you will be getting the first R12 value as minus 0.8909. Minus 0.8909. So this is the required R12 value. Next find out R13 value, that is minus 97 divided by 3.8730 into 25.8457. So the answer is minus 0.9690 minus 0.9690. This is R13 value. Similarly, find out R23 value also. That is 120 divided by 4.8305 into 25.8457. The answer is R23 equals to 0.9612. So these are the required formulas for R12, R13 and R23. Now next is we have to find the partial and multiple correlation coefficients. So whatever the values of R12, R23 and R12, R13 and R23, you have to substitute these values in partial and multiple correlation formulas. First I'll find partial correlation coefficients, then we'll go to the multiple correlation coefficients. So first partial correlation coefficients. So partial correlation coefficient, it is denoted with small r's. So first partial correlation coefficient it is always denoted with small r, don't forget. And if it is multiple correlation coefficient, then it is denoted with capital R. So first one is, I am writing R12.3. So R12.3 is given as, I said how to remember the formulas. So first is R12 minus R13 R23 divided by square root of 1 minus R13 square into 1 minus R23 square. Substitute the values. So first is R12 value is minus 0.8909 minus R13 value minus 0.8690 into R23 value is 0.9012 divided by square root of 1 minus 0.9690 square into 1 minus 0.9012 square. Now solve this one, you will be getting the required partial correlation coefficient, that is R12.3. So the R12 value is, you will be getting after solving R12.3 value as 0.593. So this is the required R12.3 value, that is 0.593. So we got our first partial correlation coefficient. Next partial correlation coefficient is R13.2. R13.2 means R13 minus R12 into R23 divided by square root of 1 minus R12 square into 1 minus R23 square. Substitute the values. R13 is minus 0.9690 minus R12 is minus 0.8909 into R23 is 0.9612 divided by square root of 1 minus 0.8909 square into 1 minus 0.9612 square. So solve this one, you will get required R13.2 value as the required R13 R13 partial correlation coefficient formula. Next we will find R23.1. So we got dot 2, dot 3, next R23.1. So next partial correlation coefficient is R23.1. Yes, R12.3, R13.2, R13.1 equals to R23 minus R12 into R13 divided by square root of 1 minus R12 square into 1 minus R13 square. Substitute the values. R23 value is 0.9012 minus R12 value is minus 0.8909 into R13 value is minus 0.9690 divided by square root of 1 minus 0.8909 square into 1 minus 0.9690 square. Now solve this one, you will get the required R23.1 value. So solve it. So R23.1 value is 0.8734. 0.8734. So these are the three required partial correlation coefficients from you. Next we will be finding the multiple correlation coefficients. Now the multiple correlation coefficients. Multiple correlation coefficients. So multiple correlation coefficients, they are denoted with capital R objects. So capital R square, you will be writing and applying the square root for that. So first one is R square 1.23 equals to, how we will be writing the formula? R12 square plus R13 square minus 2R12, R13 and R23 divided by 1 minus R23 square. So this is R square 1.23 formula. Next is, we substitute the R12, R13 and R23 values. So substitute the values. R square 1.23 equals to R12 square minus 0.8908 square plus R13 is minus 0.9690 square minus 2 into R12. R12 value is minus 0.8908 into R13 is minus 0.9690 into R23 is 0.9612. So solve this equation carefully. First find out this value, 2 into these three terms because it's a constant for all the three formulas, and 1 minus R23 is 0.9612 square. So therefore R12.3 value is square root of that is 0.9606. So apply square root to it, that is R1.23 value you will be getting as 0.9801. 0.9801. So this is the required R12.3 value. Next R2.13 square equals to R12 square plus R13 square minus 2R12, R13 and R23 divided by 1 minus R13 square. Substitute the values. R12 is minus 0.8908 square plus R13 is minus 0.1 second. It is R23 square, sorry. R23 square value 0.9612 square minus 2 into those 3 terms as it is 0.8908 into minus 0.9690 into 0.9612. 1 minus 0.9690. So you will be getting the required R2.13 value as square root of 0.9493. So which implies R2.13 value is required multiple correlation 0.9743. So I have shown you already in the previous problem how to solve this partial and multiple correlation coefficients. So I am writing the answers directly here. Solve these values. Next is the last value, that is R3.12. So last value is R square 3.12 equals to R13 square plus R23 square minus 2R12, R13, R23 divided by 1 minus R12 square. Substitute the values. R13 is minus 0.9690 square plus R23 value is 0.9612 square minus 2 into minus 0.8908 into minus 0.9690 into 0.9612 divided by 1 minus 0.12, so that is 1 minus 0.8908 square. So therefore the required value you will be getting as R3.12 square value square root of 0. So you will be getting R3.12 square value as 0.9849. So apply square root to it, you will get R3.12 value as, so apply square root to 0.9849, you will get 0.9924. So these are the required multiple correlation coefficients. So whenever you have the trivariate data, that means directly the values will not be given sometimes. So it's a practical problem also. So it will be applicable for the practical purpose record also. Whenever the trivariate data is given, you will be finding all the required covariances, sigma, that is standard deviations, and from those covariances and standard deviations, you will be finding the required R12, R13 and R23 values. Those values you will be substituting in the partial and multiple correlation coefficients. So after substituting in the partial and multiple correlations, solve it carefully because all are the point values, especially the multiple correlation coefficients. You will be getting a big value, solve it line by line. I have shown in the previous problem, so that's why I have written answers directly here. You solve it, you will get the required partial and multiple correlation coefficients. So practice this problem, copy the question first. So after copying the question, simultaneously along with me, you do the solution also. Then only you will be getting it. Solving only one correlation coefficient was easy only. But here you have to solve the three correlation coefficients R12, R13. And you have to write the formulas carefully for R12, 13 and 23. So don't get confused for that. Write the formulas carefully. If the formulas are written correctly, then you will get the correct answers. So this is all for today's class.